This smash on, bro.
Came this far. What the f gonna do now?
Huh?
You done came this far. What you gonna do now?
You know that shit that tells you I probably shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. It's probably too far. That RaKai don't got that.
You the one saying it. This shit, you the one saying this. Yo, this be. Take your own advice, bitch.
And you know what I'm saying? You out here who no manners, disrespecting motherfuckers, need your ass, bro. I'm keeping it a bed.
You just gotta beat that kid. Come on, everyone. In my opinion, one of the most insane people in streaming space right now has to be the young talent RaKai, who's a part of the AMP house. I mainly covered him back during his incidents at the streaming uni. I don't think he was that bad, but it seems a lot of viewers believe that he needs to be warned by his peers so that he calms down. And to be fair, after seeing some more clips of his rambunctious nature, I do have to agree. He does seem to be actually going down a road where he becomes violent and aggressive towards everyone. This video was made by a channel called It's Chunky, and even though I think the video was pretty good, I do have to admit that I don't agree with every point made in here.
Over the past few months, it's safe to say the streaming world has changed a lot. What started out as a platform where people would play games for thousands of viewers has over time transformed into an atmosphere where clip farming is king.
Yeah, am I blocking off? I'm blocking the captions. Sorry.
And streamers will do basically whatever it takes to create viral moments. Now, despite all the views and money these streamers are receiving, many of them still don't understand the consequences of their actions. RaKai is the
I mean, probably not RaKai because he's dumb, he's a kid, but some of them definitely do.
embodiment of this issue on Twitch. Basically, all of his most viral moments on stream are due to him
Oh my god, wait, can he show it actually?
out against other people.
Oh my god, for context, that clip they just showed of him like with a BB gun, that's the one where like, he shot a girl in the eye.
Issue on Twitch. Basically, all of his most
Yeah, he showed the point of impact. Can you show that? Oh my god.
viral moments on stream.
Like, can you show like not have the video age restricted? Hold on, let me check. No, it's fine actually. Respect that.
Are due to him crashing
Holy
out against
shit.
other people, without a care in the world for how it will affect them. Which ultimately begs the question if the money that streamers like RaKai are receiving is worth the damage caused to their reputation. Well, we have to understand that RaKai's crashouts didn't just come out of nowhere.
With the word repetition to these clip farmers means nothing. Their reputation is being crazy, and everyone around them knows it, so they don't care.
In fact, many people would also start.
I feel like reputation doesn't help you that much when you fully abandon it. Like if you have some, right, and you try to be clean and you muddy it a little bit, it will fuck you over. But if you're someone like a clip farmer, like RaKai, if you abandon it completely, it'll be more beneficial.
Start believing that Cenat
then nobody else will care like you.
was encouraging this behavior, which can be seen through even the earliest crashouts that RaKai had, including where he destroyed a signed LeBron James jersey owned by one of his friends.
LeBron James, I love you.
Okay, this was funny.
I love you, LeBron James. This is not for you.
Oh, am I blocking? What does that say? Oh, credit right. Okay.
This is for Tyler trying to bitch me.
What you
and
finna
shit.
do? What happened though?
Huh? I know it.
Wait, oh! Yo, time out! You're crazy!
Like, Kai is literally standing by, allowing this stuff to happen, and even laughing about
come
it.
on. As in, there were definitely like worse examples you see in a second, but like, you start off with this one where like he's burning a jersey. I don't really care that much.
Streamers letting a 16-year-old break shit that's valuable for content while they stand around.
Wait, yeah. The valuable. I mean, it's valuable, right? But like, they're rich as shit.
Doing the
They can probably like hook up with whoever and get like another one within a week.
fake reaction will
That
always
means
be
nothing
corny
to
to me.
them.
You think that a person with his type of influence would want to create a positive streaming environment, especially for someone like RaKai who's 16 years old. However, he is standing by, laughing, and even continuing to encourage it.
Yo, what's wrong with this pup?
Nah, bro. What the fuck? Why is he recording?
Also, the bigger question is, how does this 16-year-old have access to a lighter? Or like, what does he have one in the pocket?
What you doing?
Nah, gang. This nigga Tyler, he took your shit. I don't know why you even standing here. Took your shit in your own room. Why you going?
Yo,
Mad disrespectful.
me.
Didn't nigga want to do that? Didn't want to go, hold on. This mad shit going on, bro.
Bro, wait, go back and say, hold on. The captions couldn't show shit.
Shit in your own room. Why you going?
Yo,
Mad disrespectful.
me.
Didn't nigga want to do that? Didn't want to go.
You couldn't even show like what are you saying.
Hold on. This mad shit going on, bro.
Came this far. What the fuck you gonna do now?
Huh?
You done came this far. What you gonna do now?
So I don't want to do it. Tap me.
Then RaKai would go on to burn the jersey. It's crazy that Kai would try to encourage this behavior. RaKai is destroying
Oh,
priceless,
he's not
sentimental
encouraging it. I mean, to be fair, Kai's shorter, so nah, I'm joking. Yeah, but like, it's just a jersey.
items, and Kai is just
Like, I
standing
don't
by.
see like why you just, push him over.
By not doing anything about it. Through this situation, RaKai realized how much his viewership increased through drama, and he would begin crashing out more and more, by once again destroying his friends.
Also, it can be clear, right? My position on this is that I like clip farmers. some of them are so fucking crazy that I can't help but like them. I don't like RaKai that much because, you know, his clip farming goes way too far. Well, like he'll start wars in places like the content house or in the streamer U by fucking like throwing around water, flour, and you know, his BB gun. That stuff's way too far.
Personal items.
Come.
Oh my fucking god!
I'm sorry, that's just funny. If he's breaking his own shit, I just find that funny, okay? I don't care. I think the one concerning detail is, you know, why is a kid this young at 16 being this violent? That's worrying, really. That's really it.
Bro.
And he would destroy a literal gift that was given to Ray by agents.
Bro, that was literally a gift, bro. How you gonna break a gift, gang? Why not pick something else, bro? Like,
okay, you know what? If, you know, all that clip farming is just fine, but like when he breaks Agent's heart, that's way too far, dude.
bro, we dad spent like 5 hours building that shit to, bro, and then literally 2 days later.
It became clear here that RaKai does not understand the consequences of his actions. But to be fair, he's only a 16-year-old
I'll put back on the captions to go now.
kid, hanging out around all these literal adults who are encouraging this kind of behavior because it gets the most views. RaKai needs to get up out of there. It's an odd, dangerous environment for him. On one hand, RaKai is making a lot of money from this kind of content. Although,
now, I'm not sure if the word encouraging is the right word to use, because they're not being like, you know, RaKai. They're just, you know, like standing there. I mean, I guess they're allowing it maybe, but definitely not, you know, encouraging it.
on the other hand, he's being put in an extremely dangerous environment that for a 16-year-old kid could get him in a lot of trouble or at least lead him on a dangerous path. People always say clout is a drug, and the reason they say that is because it's true. And it seems like it's getting to a point now for RaKai where he's even putting human lives at jeopardy for a clip, including just a few days ago.
Yeah, when you put it that way, right, it would be worrying because, you know, this behavior like doesn't stop at 18. No, it'll probably keep on going and going.
For university,
and if your job is streaming and you start out at 16. Yeah, you know, like that's gonna fuck you over, like over the long run.
Whenever RaKai shot a girl in the eye with a gel gun.
Oh, it's a gel gun. The fuck's a gel gun? I thought it was a BB gun. Is it not? What's a gel? Well, is a gel gun like it shoots like pellets of gel, which is not as bad? Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, I think it is. Okay, you know, I was worried the first time, right? Because, you know, I was like, oh my god, a BB gun to the eye would fucking really hurt it. But I guess, I mean, it's still like pretty bad in my opinion. Like if it's a BB gel BB, right? It's somewhat better. Not, you know, perfect, not, you know, forgivable, but I feel like it does less damage. Because like these break on impact. Okay, fair enough. That makes way more sense. I'm still worried, you know, how he got his hands on a gun like that, or on a toy like that.
Like, I get having a fun
Also,
water gun war, but RaKai is literally aiming for the head, and
also, okay, people like were giving RaKai shit for this, which is deservedly right, but like people don't dunk on this woman enough. Like she was running headfirst to RaKai with a fucking gun point to her head. Like shit on RaKai, you know, for being dumb and holding it, you know, to eye level. But at the same time, if you see someone with like a toy gun shooting pellets, don't rush, you know, head forward towards them. Fucking step back, cover your eyes. Don't be dumb.
And heard the girl scream and run. And you don't only have to take my word for it. Tons of people were saying the exact same thing on Twitter. Why are we aiming for heads though?
I'm sorry if I'm laughing, right? I think this is shitty, right? But I just can't help like laugh at it for a bit.
Now, people would have a lot of things to say about this clip, one of which being Illuminati, who would say that RaKai needs to get his ass whooped.
That little nigga bad as fuck. Bro, this RaKai nigga need a whooping, bro. This nigga bad as hell. That nigga need a whooping. I ain't never paid attention to your ass as much as I did during the streamer university. Man, this nigga bad as fuck.
Wait. Go back a second. What did he say?
The whole paid attention to your ass as much. That nigga need a whooping. I ain't never paid attention to your ass as much as I did during the streamer university.
Exactly. You meant to pay attention to him.
Man, this nigga...
It's a stream event.
Bad as fuck. The whole fucking 4 days you had 5 stars, my nigga. I heard you shot a bitch in the face with a firework? Like, goddamn!
Even though...
What the fuck? No, he's wrong. What do you mean, a firework?
We obviously didn't shoot a girl in the face with a firework. It was a gel gun. So Illuminati is completely right about what he's saying. But at the same time, RaKai...
Okay, no, he's not actually, because he got that wrong. No, I get what he means, right? You know, Kai... Okay, like, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, isn't RaKai, like, the prodigy for, RaKai, or like he's like his student, whatever. Like he actually teaches him, or like he promotes him as a content house, as for like the AMP content house. So as his teacher, right? I feel like not actually spank him, but it would be good to like sit him down for a second and be like, RaKai, you are way too out of control.
Guy's obviously not the only one at fault here. It's the adults around him.
There's no point having like there's no point having like an upcoming talent, if it's like a crazy fucking kid who can't control himself.
And telling him to do stupid shit that need a
will
woman.
Eventually like burn out and crash within 2 years.
And again, this is completely true. RaKai is a 16-year-old streaming with a bunch of grown men and women. Yeah, he obviously does stupid shit like everyone else at the university, but he's also still a 16-year-old kid who doesn't fully know right from wrong. On top of that, he's being influenced by all these different people around him who are telling him to do this crazy stuff because they know that they're going to get more viewers from it. And Illuminati wouldn't be the only person calling out RaKai from Streamer University, because even other members of the university would call out RaKai, including Deshae Frost.
RaKai don't got no fucking, that shit that tells you.
Okay, this part was funny because it's good by itself, but the part after that comes with it is makes it better.
I probably shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this.
Damn, I'm fucking captain always coming off.
Probably too far. That nigga RaKai don't got that. He don't got that.
To be fair, this is because RaKai is a 16-year-old and you are a 24-year-old. I don't know what exactly he was expecting of.
The fuck? What do you mean? What? No, I said before in my last video about RaKai, but like people treat him with like too much kid gloves. Like, oh, he's 16. People should correct him. Like, no. When I was 16, I was smarter than this. I had like way more control than those videos.
RaKai, maybe
like at some point, you have to realize, like you do learn urgency and caution at 16.
Thought he was going to be like a grown adult, but him being a 16-year-old kid probably has something to do with his decisions in certain situations.
He don't got that that shit that be like, you probably shouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying?
I'm guessing this guy, the YouTuber, is Janky, is like criticizing him, for going about him when he should, criticize the people around him, which is fair, right? But like criticize the people around him, for like encouraging him, whatever. But like he's 60, he deserves, a good pep talk about his behavior.
I'm saying like you should just be like chill and just vibe out. He don't got that shit. This nigga really, we're pouring water on each other. This nigga's like, fuck the water, we throwing bang. What the fuck you think? We throwing bang on niggas. Nigga like I just took a shower, brother. Like what you mean, bro? Like that ass, like what you on? He's like, fuck that shit. If you not going with me, you a bitch then, nigga. I'm a bitch because I don't want to throw soda on people.
Well, I do get the frustration here. We do got to remember again, bro. RaKai is a 16-year-old, and most people aren't.
It doesn't really mean much. Like people would be like, oh, he's 16, he's a kid. But then fast forward 2 years, he turns 18. Like, you fucking idiot, you fucked up everything. Like really? Like you do learn how to be mature at 16. You're not entirely dumb.
Twitter would agree that Deshae's.
If he was 12, go after his parents, whatever. But when you're, at that age, like 2 years away from being an adult legally, you can be talked to.
Just low-key weird for this take. A grown man being influenced by a 16-year-old kid, RaKai.
I don't agree with this part actually at all in any way.
It's crazy. That's because he's still a child who got rich and famous off doing and saying dumb shit.
Bro, these tweets are so fucking, hold on. A grown man being influenced by a 16-year-old is crazy. What a fucking nothing tweet, actually.
And it's only gonna get worse.
Wait, so go back a second real quick. That's because he's still a child who got... Bro, these people will like fucking hate on RaKai, for being a dumb kid. But the second like anyone criticizes, RaKai, himself on a platform, they're like, guys, okay, take a step back. He's just a kid. Like, they're all switching up immediately.
That's because he's still a child who got rich and famous off doing and saying dumb shit, and it's only gonna get worse. To be honest, I wouldn't even doubt if this RaKai situation just continues to get worse and worse.
If you want to get a more immediate result, of him calming down, talk to him.
Because over time...
It'll take longer for him to calm down if you go to his peers and tell them, to spread the word.
And people are gonna expect crazier and crazier crash outs, and based on what RaKai is already doing right now, we can only expect that he's gonna give into it. But then again, that's just the internet. People are always interested in the next crazy thing to watch, and everyone wants to be that next person that blows up. But anyways, after Deshae made this claim on stream, RaKai would make a brief response on his own stream.
This part was funny.
And this is
it's dumb, but like it's funny on one side, in my opinion.
Now Deshae, be fucking for real, my nigga. Now Deshae, be fucking for real, my nigga.
Also, I don't like that this kid, this 16-year-old, is swearing.
You the one.
I don't know why I said kid, it's just 16.
Who's saying this?
Young man, I'll call him young man.
Deshae, you the one saying this shit. Yo, it be niggas, take your own advice, bitch. And second of all, nigga, I do listen. I know all people.
No, you don't.
Who say don't listen to this shit, like that some shit. Second thing, chat. Nigga, I do listen, nigga. I do listen. I like to hear people's opinions. I do listen. So chat, stop saying I don't listen, chat. I do listen to that.
So he went from being like, okay, shut the fuck up, old man. You'd be like, guys, I do listen. No, you don't, dumbass kid.
Even though he did give a response, I honestly feel like he didn't have to. Most people were on his side already because it's low-key weird for a 24-year-old to call out a 16-year-old for something as...
What was that sentence? Go back. Wait, sorry, what? What was the caption?
Have to. Most people were on his side already because it's low-key weird for a 24-year-old to call out a 16-year-old.
It's low-key weird for a 24-year-old to call a 16-year-old. Is that weird? No, it's only 18. It's 18. It's only 8 year gap.
For something as petty as not...
And also, it's what's low-key weird about a grown man criticizing, telling a kid to calm down? What's wrong with that? Sorry, not kid, young man.
Listening, especially...
I say kid, right? Because, the idea of, like, yelling at a kid feels like it won't get you anywhere. But like, a young man, 16, like, you do deserve to be fucking talked down to if you keep on fucking up. In my opinion.
After the event already ended and he settled back at his house. Like, why didn't Deshae just confront RaKai in person? Why did he have to start even more drama after Streamer University already ended, again, with a 16-year-old? Tying back to what I said earlier, this is just another example of why clout is a drug. People will call out anyone for anything and it doesn't matter what. People will call...
What? No, it's meant to be like a message, like he's streaming it, right? So other people, like, Agent Kai maybe would see it and they're like, wow, he's right, actually. We should talk to RaKai for a bit.
About anyone for anything, it doesn't matter, as long as they're getting something in return. But I do want to say that out of everyone RaKai has surrounded himself with throughout his whole...
I feel like even like if he did talk to RaKai in private, like he would have gone on the next stream, RaKai and just leaked it, or what they talked about.
Career. The one person who's seemingly been a good example for him is Duke Dennis, as since the beginning of RaKai's initial blow up, he's seemingly always been trying to lead him on a right path.
I don't think you realize how, like, ahead you is.
What do you mean?
Like ahead. Like, not every 16-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Like this is technically your work. Not every 16-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bear in mind, not only does this kid has like free drugs, pumped into him. Number 1, clout. Number 2, money. And number 3, some of like the biggest people in the streaming space being around him, like Duke Dennis and Kai and all the other people. He literally lives at the AMP house. That would drive any kid to fucking insane.
Shit like that. So you a streamer and shit. A lot of people want to be in your position. It's a lot of 16-year-olds right now trying to stream, but they're not pulling however many viewers you pull. You know what I'm saying? They probably 5, 6, maybe 100, and you know what I'm saying? You out here bullshit basically. No manners, disrespecting motherfuckers. Need your ass whooped.
Now, regardless of if Duke was serious or...
Okay, the issue with this kid pisses me off, right? Because, young man...
Need your ass whooped.
Because he has that look on his face, being like, I want to listen to him, but, like, I don't agree with him one bit. He has that rebellious energy about him.
Regardless of if Duke was serious or not here,
he has that whippersnap energy, you get me?
I think we can all admit that he is completely right. Since this crash out content he's doing is getting so many views right now, his viewers are only going to expect him to do crazier and crazier things, leading him to ultimately go down a dangerous path that could get him in a lot of trouble in the near future. And I want to make it clear, I don't think RaKai is a bad person, obviously. He's just a streamer trying to make entertaining content, and he's entertaining. I mean, he wouldn't be pulling as many viewers as he is if he wasn't an entertaining content creator. I just worry that the people around him and also his fans are encouraging him to do crazier and crazier things that could ultimately lead him into a direction kind of like Jack Doherty, where he keeps having to up the stakes to a point where it gets very dangerous.
Okay, well, that's a really good, final statement, but it doesn't really apply when, like, a few minutes prior, you were making fun of the other guy, Shay, for calling him out. Like, you want to be like, oh, people should call him out, and then when someone does do it, you're like, a 24-year-old calling out a 16-year-old? What the fuck's wrong with? That's so weird, dude. That's low-key weird, man. Like, just pick a side. But, I do agree overall with this video. Like, you should have, like, some people, apart from Duke Dennis, like Kai and Agent, call him out. Because if he keeps, I think clip farming is just fine until, like, people get hurt. I'm not sure, like, how often, I think if you break shit, like a TV, I don't really care. But, like, if he's hurting people, like, shooting them in the eye with a gel gun at a streamer university, yeah, that's an issue by itself. But if he can, keep away from that and, just clip farm by acting crazy, I don't really mind that. Like, some people can fake the energy, right? Where they seem insane on stream, but in real life, they're much more calm in person. I think that's fine, right? Hopefully that happens to RaKai, because, he seems funny somewhat, but, like, he's like bordering on the line of, just being very psychotic and hurting everyone around him. That might happen, unfortunately, I feel like.